Hi, I'm Jimmy with Holistic Magnified, and glad you're here. Today we're talking about CB1 and CB2 receptors, the two best-known receptors in the endocannabinoid system and why delivery method matters. A quick refresh. Your ECS is a communication network. It uses receptors and signaling compounds to help the body regulate and coordinate. The two best-known receptor types are CB1 and CB2, cannabinoid receptors 1 and cannabinoid receptors 2. They're related but not identical. They're concentrated in different areas of your body and involved in different types of signaling, and that affects how we think about product format. So CB1 receptors are more concentrated in the central nervous system. That means the brain and spinal cord. They also show up in other areas because biology is never as clean as a diagram. But when people talk about CB1, they're usually talking about more system-wide regulation, mood regulation, pathways, appetite, sleep-wake rhythms, internal coordination, the body's wider communication network. CB2 receptors are strongly represented in your immune and peripheral tissues. That includes immune cells, skin, and other tissues outside the central nervous system. Again, it's not perfectly separate, the body overlaps, but CB2 is often discussed in relation to localized and peripheral signaling. That's why CB2 becomes important when we talk about topicals and site-specific support. Now here's the useful framework. Tinctures are often chosen when someone's thinking about system-wide support. You take the product in your mouth, hold it under your tongue, it can enter circulation. The goal is broader availability throughout the body. That's the inside-out approach. Topicals are different. A topical body oil or salve is applied directly to a specific area. The goal is localized support closer to the area you're trying to care for. That's the outside-in approach. That's what we mean by delivery method or delivery zone. So tinctures for system-wide, topical for site-specific, both can have a place. They don't have to compete. There's different tools for different contexts. And this is where I think a lot of people get confused. They buy a product because it has CBD on the label, but they never ask, where am I actually trying to support the body? What format makes sense? Is this an inside-out goal or a site-specific goal? That question matters because product format is part of the formula. Delivery is not an afterthought. Some customers choose only a tincture, some choose only a topical, some use both as part of a routine. The important thing is understanding why. Tinctures and topicals are not interchangeable just because both contain cannabinoids. They are different delivery strategies, different zones, different use cases. So a quick recap. CB1 receptors are more concentrated in the central nervous system. CB2 receptors are strongly represented in the immune and peripheral tissues. Tinctures are often used for broader system-wide support. Topicals are designed for localized, site-specific support. The framework's simple. Match the delivery method to the zone. In the next video, we're going to talk about why our all-day tinctures use a 1-to-1 ratio of CBD and CBG, and why that specific pairing became one of the foundational decisions behind the formula. From Holistic Magnified, balanced through science, guided by intention, I'll see you next time.